Alright, hey guys, remember CCG back in the video. So Gladiator Beasts just got new support, and I already covered the combos and deck profile for it if you want to see it on the top right corner. But here I'm going to go over the Tri-Brigade build and specifically 4 combos for that. We're going to get started here with a 3-card combo that requires just Fractal, but a Beast, Winged Beast, or Beast Warrior monster to discard, and then any card to discard. So here we're going to get started. So we're going to activate Fractal, use the effects. This is the usual Tri-Brigade effect here. You're going to be if you guys aren't aware, let me just let this play out. Usually with Tri-Brigade, you want to go into Fractal, then go into Kit, which then pitches Nerval, and then Nerval would then add to your hand Karis. And now we can use Karis' effect, discard whatever monster we have there in order to get it out. Then we can link away these 4. So Tri-Brigade monsters, you link summon by banishing monsters in the graveyard. So we're going to be doing exactly that in order to special summon out Tri-Brigade, Shurag, the Ominous Omen. Then we're going to link away and go into our Farrajet. And now because we do have 4 monsters that are banished, we can actually search out our Rescue Cat. Now we can use Farrajet's effect in order to special summon out the Rescue Cat. Then use the effect here in order to get the 2 copies of Magister. And then link away into our Test Panther. Activate Test Panther's effect and the Farrajet. This doesn't really matter, but it could matter depending on the hand that you have. You just want to see, draw it, and then you have to put a card back. So that could be useful at times. But otherwise, we're going to use Test Panther's effect here in order to get ourselves the Colosseum. We're going to activate the Colosseum, then use Test Panther's effect here in order to get ourselves the Quest. Activate a Quest effect in order to special out or add our Magister back to our hand. Now we can use our Colosseum here to discard a card. That's why we just needed the 1 card to discard in order to get our Adderix. Now we're going to special summon out our Magister and our Adderix. And if you guys have seen the previous combo video, you know that this is an important combo. So once you have these 2, you can really start popping off. And so here we're going to be able to pitch the Augustus in order to level modulate and search out our Gladiator Beast comeback. Then we can link away and go into Darius. Activate the effect of comeback in order to get Augustus out onto the board. Then contact fuse into Gladiator Beast Tamer Editor. Activate Tamer Editor's effect in order to get the Domitianus. Then get ourselves a 2nd copy of Darius and actually use the effect this time. In order to get the Quest, use the Quest effect in order to get the comeback. Then we're going to link away and go into our Gladiator Beast Dragosis. And this is just because you don't want to have a Beast Warrior on the field, so that you can use comeback here in order to bring out our Tamer Editor. Now we can activate Tamer Editor's effect in order to get our Heraclinos. Link away, go into the Espilonite. Obviously, if there's a target there, you can banish something on your opponent's side of the board. Otherwise, you can fuse using the cards in your graveyard, recycle materials, and get yourself the Claudius. And then use our Field Spells effect in order to get our Gladiator Beast charge. And so here we end up with a pretty powerful end board. We had the SP Little Knight that was able to banish something on the board. A Domitianus here that is able to control the battles, but also be able to negate a monster effect. Claudius here that is able, if our opponent tries to activate an effect, we can special summon a level 11 or lower Gladiator Beast monster from your deck. So you have a good amount of options there. You can get another Domitianus or a Heraclinos. Usually you just want to get the Domitianus. You could also get Geyseris if you know how to time that. And then we have Tamer Editor here that can't be destroyed by battle, which can be annoying if your opponent isn't able to play through the other things. And then we have Heraclinos here that is able to negate spells or traps by discarding a card. So obviously you're going to have more cards in your hand, so from there you can be able to discard it in order to use that effect. And then Gladiator Beast Charge here in order to pop 4 cards on the board. And of course we have our Field Spell here that was able to enable these plays, and also set this Gladiator Beast Charge. But otherwise, let's go to the 2nd combo that I have for you guys. Alright guys, the 2nd combo that I have for you is using Tri-Brigade Fractal and Tri-Brigade Karis. So we're going to activate the Fractal here and do the same combo that I showed you guys. It's just standard Tri-Brigade play. Then we're going to use Karis' effect in order to discard the Fractal and get ourselves the Karis. Then we can link away or use the effect here in order to special summon out our Shurag. Now we can link away into our Farrajet, and because we do have our Shurag here and 4 banished cards, we're going to be able to use the effect here in order to get ourselves the Rescue Cat. Then bring it back out, just like we did in the previous combo. Now, just to make sure that we're kind of aware of this, is utilizing 1 less card. So it's going to look similar, but we're utilizing 1 less card and doing a different play here. So we're going to go into our Test Panther, activate its effect, get our Adderix, then use the effect here in order to get Augustus. Now we can activate Augustus' effect in order to special summon out the Adderix. Then with Adderix's effect, we can pitch the Augustus, level modulate, and go into Tamer Editor. Now Tamer Editor will give us the Domitianus. Then we can go into our Darius. Activate the effect of Darius here in order to bring out the Magister, and because that is a Gladiator Beast effect, we're going to be able to get out our Gladiator Beast comeback. Then we can get our Dragosis here. Now we can activate the effect of Gladiator Beast comeback in order to get ourselves our Tamer Editor and get ourselves Domitianus. Then we're going to link away into Darius. It's just, most of the time you're going to see in a lot of these combos, you're going to want to go into Darius a second time, and that's because it gets you another Gladiator Beast monster on the board, and so that makes it a lot easier to go into the Claudius. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go into Claudius here, and of course I activated the effect that lets you attack twice in a battle phase, which obviously isn't relevant at this point unless you're going into unless you're going second here. But besides that, you end up with 2 Domitianus and a Claudius here that's able to get out your Heraclinos during your opponent's turn. A pretty powerful combo for just 2 cards. Now let's go to the third combo that I have for you guys. Before I continue the video, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have a Patreon where you can help support the channel while also influencing the content I create. The link will be in the description, so make sure to check it out. Alright guys, so the third combo that I have for you is a 1-card combo that does utilize the battle phase. So we're going to be activating Fractal. Use the effect, again, standard Tri-Brigade play. Doing this exactly, get ourselves our Fractal here instead of the Carousel because we don't have a card to discard and thus we don't really need to. And we can go into our Fractal instead and get ourselves our Gladiator Beasts Tri-Brigade. Then now here we go into the battle phase, activate the effect of Dragosis. So this is why Dragosis is pretty powerful and I think a lot of times it's underutilized because its effect here makes it where you have pretty much control of the battle phase. As Gladiator Beast monsters you control that attack cannot be destroyed by battle, and your opponent can activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. So it makes it very difficult for your opponent to interact with your things during the battle phase, but obviously you're going to be able to attack and they can't be destroyed, and so you can beat into things that are a lot bigger and be able to utilize your Gladiator Beast effects. We're going to be doing exactly that, and you attack here with a Dragosis. Then we can use his effect here at the end of the battle phase in order to get ourselves our Magister and our Noxious. Activate its effect here, get ourselves our Gladiator Rejection, and pitch the Vespasius here. Then go into our Test Panther and activate the Rejection here. Then we can use the effect of Test Panther in order to get our Gladiator Beast comeback. Then we're going to get our Vespasius, get rid of it using the Test Panther, and use a quest. And we can get our comeback here, and then Rejection's effect will let us get the Vespasius back out onto the board. Now we can contact Fuse into our Tamer Editor, use the effect here in order to get Domitianus. And then go into our SP Little Knight, which would then be able to banish something on the board. Go into our Tamer Editor, get our Domitianus. Then go into Darius here. Activate Darius' effect in order to get our quest. A quest effect in order to get the Gladiator Beast comeback. Go into our Dragosis that we put back into the extra deck. Then we activate Comeback's effect here in order to get our Tamer Editor. And then get Heraclinos out. Link away and go into Darius. And now here... we could have obviously ended with just I did put it back into the extra deck, but our Dragosis here could have been there, and that would have been an okay way to end the combo. But I just wanted to get out the Darius just so that I could show you guys how you can get Claudius out, and thus you end out with a 1-card combo that utilizes the battle phase, which is what Gladiator Beasts are supposed to be using anyways. You end up with an SP Little Knight, 2 Domitianus, a Gladiator Rejection, which makes it so your opponent cannot target Gladiator Beast monsters you controls. Claudius here that's able to get out another Gladiator Beast monster and just put it in this extra monster zone. Obviously you could have put Claudius in the extra monster zone instead if you did want to utilize his effect during your turn. Besides that, it's still very powerful and you can still put it in the extra monster zone. And Heraclinos for the spells and trap negates, pretty insane for a 1-card combo. And now let's go to the final combo that I have for you guys. Alright guys, so the final combo that I have for you is a 2-card combo using 1 Fractal and then a Beast Warrior or Winged Beast monster. So here, Fractal, standard Tri-Brigade combo here that you guys must know it by memory by now. It's because how many times we've been doing it. We're going to be activating Kara's effect, get it out. Now we can manage those 4, go into the Shurag. Then with the Shurag here, we can just go into our Zelantis, because Zelantis here, if you guys aren't aware, just requires 1 effect monster, which is pretty insane. Now we can use Shurag's effect in order to get our Rescue Cat. Normal summon the Rescue Cat, activate its effect in order to get the 2 copies of Magister, or I can see now his name is now Gistel. Now we're going to be using the effect of Zelantis in order to just reset the positions of our monsters here. We want to get the World Dragon Zelantis here just on this side of the board because it makes it a lot easier to do co-links. Now we can use the effect of Test Panther in order to get Adarix, and use Test Panther's effect in order to get Augustus out onto the board. Use the effect here in order to get Adarix, then pitch whatever Gladiator Beast monster you want in order to level modulate as long as it's level 5 or higher. Then we can go into our Tamer Editor, activate the effect of Tamer Editor in order to get Domitianus. Then we can go into our Darius, activate Darius' effect in order to get our Gistel. Then go into our Dragosis, activate the effect of Gladiator Beast Comeback in order to get Tamer Editor. And then get our Heraclinos out and link away into our SP Little Knight. And this will just give us the right amount of materials for us to go into a Claudius And then we can use Gladiator's effect here to give us the additional battle phase, but obviously during your opponent's turn, just like I told you with the other combo, we're going to be able to get out another Gladiator Beast monster. So we end out here with a Domitienes, a Tame Raider that cannot be destroyed by battle, a Gladiator that's able to get out possibly a Heraclinos if you'd like, World Dragon's Elantis that's able to pop 2 cards on the field because we do have 2 cards that are co-linked here. Then we have SP Little Knight, of course, that was able to banish a card on the board. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and can stay tuned because I am going to be dropping the deck profile for this deck. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.